Hey folks, and welcome back to Glenn and Adrian's Rock Talk. That's Adrian.
And that's Glenn.
And today we're going to go to Paris to see The Warning perform Escapism in the last week or so. Actually, it's just a few days ago. Their brief 2025 April tour of Europe that had 4 shows total. So far, we've looked at one song from Madrid, one song from Cologne, Germany, and now today, or Cologne, I don't know, and one today now in Paris. There was another one that's already happened, but we haven't looked at anything yet from the O2 Brixton Academy over in London. So looking forward to that. One new thing about these shows. Sure, there were only 4 of them, but they each had 20 songs in their set list, which I think brings it up 25%. I think they were going at around 16 songs last year. So that's good. The venues are bigger. They tend to be in about the 4,000 range, somewhere around there, and that's great news. They are ascending, and they didn't do as many shows this time, which was probably a solid move, you know. You have to make that choice. You do a lot of shows with shorter set lists, or do you just do a few big ones and maybe not get completely worn out from the experience? Although I'm sure it was still a lot. Anyway, we're going to check that out today. This actually comes as a request. It is shot by a fan, but it looks to be in pretty good shape. And so I am optimistic. Adrian, what have you thought of these other clips that we've looked at from this tour? We saw Survive from Madrid. What'd you think of that?
Yeah, that was awesome.
And then we saw Evolve from Cologne.
Yeah, I remember that. How can I forget? The very end of it, Pow screaming, of course.
Yep. Just take the jaw right off and
it's just
every time
right at the sky.
It's an excellent graphic. It kind of reminds me of Peanuts, Charlie Brown, when he's upset. Anyway, sorry that I went there, but it did kind of remind me of that the last time I saw it. Like, oh, that's funny. We're going to check out this, and it should be the extended version that we saw in Mexico in February. So looking forward to that. All right, let's check this out, and we'll discuss after.
So I close my eyes and it all fades, and I'm still making time again. Close my eyes and it all fades.
This song is actually a favorite of mine, and darn, it's played pretty well, very well.
Yeah.
They don't. I noticed they don't have the screens behind them this time, but they still have some lights. Just that part about close my eyes and it all fades, and then it sounds like an escape to me. But then the music comes back, and just a part at the end. It's insane and intense.
I like what they've done to the song, and I'm sort of hoping it stays that way.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I like when they kind of reworked these songs a bit for the Mexico shows as much as they can. I mean, so far it's kind of looking like they're going to try to keep those new lengths for the songs. Of course, that's going to depend on where they are and what the circumstances are. As we saw in Brazil and Argentina, they were playing the shorter sets and they were playing the regular versions of the songs without the extensions. So I'm not sure what the differences were there. I know one was a festival. Maybe that had something to do with it. Maybe it's just a matter of building the audience there. Although I can't imagine that's going to be very hard for them. It's just a matter of, getting there in person. It's really far away to Argentina, by the way, from Mexico. But in any case, wishing them the best. That was really cool. Would like to see more from this show. You're right, Adrian. There are no screens at this show. There were none in Germany either. But they are evident. Well, we saw them in Madrid, and they're also in London. So when we eventually get to a clip from that show, we will see those. So,
Cool.
Yeah, should be good.
Yeah, I missed those graphics.
Yeah.
The lights were pretty cool too.
Yeah, probably just the logistics of doing it were too much for whatever reason. Who knows? I mean, it could be the shape of the venue. Who knows? In any case, it's good that they do them when they can. That was cool. Folks, why don't you let us know what you thought of this particular performance? And, of course, let us know if you were there and give us a report on what was going on in the venue. Would always appreciate those things and any experiences you had, as a fan or meeting with others, etc. It's all interesting. So leave that below as well as your thoughts. And if you have other suggestions, leave those as well. And if you enjoyed this video, please give it a like. And if you enjoyed our presentation, please subscribe. All right. Thanks so much for joining on this. And we will catch you on the next one. All right. Take care, folks.
See you all later.